Hello there. Okay, I think we're back. I have to go to my stream now and see if it's still working. Hello there. Yeah, no, my twin, I'm pretty sure, hit the fucking power strip where my Wi-Fi is connected to and just didn't turn it back on. So I was sitting here for like a minute, like, is this shit coming back?
That's crazy. You and Bella string crash at the exact same time.
You like my entertainment
Entertainment. Is that what we're calling it?
running on garage.
Three games down and three more to go on our first day of the PUBG Mobile Titan Series Premier Finals. We've seen some banging action so far, and I am so certain that is not going to stop there. We got Aaron Gell coming up next. My name is Power Bang, and I'm back with Mustache Dave and Hot Juice, and we are gearing up for the fourth game of the day. Gentlemen, I gotta ask, what have you seen so far? Any surprises for you? And generally, how are you feeling, Dave?
I'm feeling okay. Yeah, feeling good. You know, 3 games deep. Little sad, not gonna lie, because not so good games. It's been like my squad have been cheering on here. We saw them 2 days ago. They were absolutely dominating. I feel like they're really not able to get their stride yet. And
They're living up to the name, Dave.
they are. I mean, these zones have been difficult, but every single time we pop them, they're kind of in the disadvantage position, kind of getting picked apart, third party, fourth party. So not so good games. Maybe the lobby's just getting the better half of them here today. So I think I'll be a little more happier if maybe this next game they can get some zone luck here, PB.
We're just out here doing
No,
things.
I hope to see it. They
Apparently.
definitely have the gun skills to pay the bills. But one of the things that I'm noticing today, when you look at the Premier lobby versus the Challenger lobby, a lot of these teams are rotating much quicker. They're looting faster. They're scouting the rotation pass. They're putting pressure on teams to force them off of
Okay, well, my
spots
chat's
that they might
disabled
usually
now.
rotate to. And I think that pressure is affecting some of the teams that might have a little bit less experience. Could be speculating here a little bit, but that's just kind of what I'm seeing from the outside looking in vantage point. There may be some truth to that, but you know, overall, you're just seeing a step up in competition in this Premier
Your
lobby.
chat's
So
disabled.
we've got teams that have experience on the world stage, playing, you know, on regional finals and whatnot, and they're bringing that experience here to these tournaments. And again, there will be 5 teams from this lobby moving on to represent North America at PMSL America's Fall. So excited to see which teams those are going to be. We know 3 of them. It's going to be X-Force, it's going to be Wolves, it's going to be Inco. But there's 2 more as well that have got to punch their ticket. And right now, I think the front runners have got to be almost there, and CBK Hot Juice.
I mean, without a doubt. I mean, almost there, crushing it. What was it, like you said, 10 eliminations per game? That's ridiculous, right? So for them to go from Challenger to perform
working
so
out?
well off the rip, I just don't want them to get overconfident at this
I
point.
could
I want
type
them
in
to
that.
stay consistent, keep doing exactly what you're doing. It's been working great. Now, these zones have been crazy all day today. It's been very difficult for a lot of these teams to overcome that. One team in particular I'm looking at is Dauntless, dude. Dauntless, I think you got to start getting a little bit quicker on these rotations. These super late circle shifts, I think, are doing you a disservice at this point because you got the gun skill. You know, I think you definitely do. If you're able to put yourself in a good spot just a little bit earlier, I think you'll have a lot more success.
I couldn't agree more. I mean, they have definitely the skills to get there. They're having to do too much late in games when the odds are against them. I'd love to see them kind of mix things up and try things, or could be crazy here. They just get zone blessed. So far, the zone's just been on the opposite side, and it's like, listen, we're gonna hang out in the blue zone for 3 or 4 hours. We'll see you guys soon, and that's just kind of how it's
3
gone
hours.
for Dauntless. Yeah, I mean, they hung out in the blue zone in match 2 today so long that as I was scanning everybody's position, looking at the map, I didn't even see Dauntless. They were so far north that they were like north of Rosshawk across the river on the northern part of the island. The zone is half in the water in the southeast. It's almost by Novo at that point. And like, I'm just like, holy crap, Dauntless took forever to rotate. So maybe they get blessed, right? Maybe they drop Novo again like we saw in game 3 and they actually get the zone on Military Island. That could shake things up for them as well. But let's talk predictions, right? Match number 4 coming up today. We're past the halfway point. We've seen some dominant players. Are they going to continue to stay dominant? We're going to see someone new step up and maybe rebound. I'm looking at, X-Force or something like that, Dave. What do you think? We'll start with you today.
All I know is if Versatile were here, they would have been, mopping up the lobby right about now.
Yeah.
This is their time to shine, baby. I'm going to go with DBZ Esports. Used to be the Zombie Boys. That was my squad. Wasn't trying to touch on them here so far, but after this last game, we saw them with some nice third parties and some nice defense.
Why is V catching strays
DBZ
still?
Esports, mark me down, baby. There it is. Boom,
Okay.
right there.
I got no problems with the pick. I'd like to see more from them as far as a little bit more aggression. And right now they're getting position and just kind of chilling right now. But maybe this is the game the guns come alive and we see DBZ hop into the action. But I like the pick. Dave, Hot Jukes coming to you. Who do you think's going to take this one in game 4?
I'm gonna go with another wild. I'm gonna go with the wild pick myself. I'm gonna go with Team Entity. I like what I saw in the last game, right? I like that nice third party that was really, really snappy there, right?
Welcome
Just with
back.
the chopsticks. So hopefully we see them, utilize some of that snappiness here in the next one.
You're right. And going back to last game in Team Entity, they had an opportunity to kind of get zoned
Oh, you're
out
not
by a
live
couple
anymore?
of other squads
No,
early
I
on. I
am.
believe it was stage 2
That's
or 3
rough.
when the circle was just north of Gatka. They snapped to their rotation super quickly. They
What to
took the
do?
foothills
Just
of Mount
trash 'em?
Everest and pushed their way in. Ultimately
felt
gave them that
weird,
zone position and
actually.
allowed them to be the team that third
was
party
lagging
instead of
so
getting
bad that
third
I was
party.
able
So
to
I
take
like
my
the pick
finger
of
and,
Entity here.
draw
They were impressive in the Challenger finals. They took
words.
third place, but they had a chance to win it
all right.
basically all
crazy.
week long. So
Like, I can see
Entity
it,
having
so.
some opportunity
It was wild.
to show up and get things done. Now,
Not
I'll
for
say
me.
I've been impressed
Big
today
Dig
with
must
the
crash
zone
at the same
position
time
of
yours
both
did.
Wolves and Inko. I feel like one of
crazy.
those two teams is due for a chicken dinner win. We haven't seen one of the favorites in the lobby win just yet, right? I've been
Yeah.
picking dark horses. We've seen CBK take a couple. We've seen Almost There coming up from Challengers winning one. I'm looking to Wolves or Inko to take this one, and if I had to flip a coin, I'm
me
looking
tell
for
y'all,
a coin right
Goodell
now. I don't really
sucks.
have one.
Find
Maybe
the
we'll take
coin.
this light thing, all right?
All right.
Heads is the letters, and tails is the more letters but smaller, and we'll flip it here.
You're going to flip that device? Oh, you
Yep,
just
it's been
broke it.
flipped.
Oh, your lights
It's
are
heads.
flickering now.
It's heads. We're going with Wolves. Wolves is going to take it.
All right.
Yeah, right. The lights go out. You don't see power bank for the rest
What did
of
he
the
just
broadcast. Done. Out of here. I'm taking Wolves for my prediction. Sorry, I just had to drag it out and just leave it up to chance a little bit. That way, if Inko wins, I could be like, that's what I would have picked. But it was the controller, right? Falling on heads. That's why.
I think you got to flip
So-
something else. I don't know if that flip counted, though. I think you have to have something
I
else.
can flip my phone. Here we go.
No, no,
Heads
no,
for the
no, no,
screen.
no, no,
Don't do that. I was about to say no.
No. Break here today.
No,
all right, good flip though. Good flip.
I liked it. I thought it was pretty clever, right? Well, you got to make do with what you got within your
That's
within
true.
your reach, right? I could have grabbed a different controller. This one's a little bit more round and doesn't really have a side,
Starting
you
to
know.
question
So
Yeah.
all these controllers you got within arm's reach here.
That
Like,
controller
what's-
would be rigged.
Yeah, what's
for sure.
going on here, PB?
with this
Oh,
one,
another one.
Number
Another
3.
one.
Number 4.
this one,
Oh!
I got more.
That's the
I
one
got
he
more
uses for the
controllers.
circles. That's
We
where
can
that's the
find-
one
yeah,
right
well,
there.
who do you think's controlling the zones, right? This is my stage 6 controller right here. You push this for west, this for north. It's pretty simple, right? Really.
It all makes sense.
So yeah, we're puppeteering everything, guys. We're getting the lobby ready for our 4th game of the day. I'm looking for that Military Island finish. We haven't seen it just yet. I want to go there for sure. Here's the map order for the day. We saw one of our last Sandhawks, basically ever. CBK. Coming in clutch with the dub. Almost There got second in that game, though. And then they come back with a chicken dinner in game number 2. Dominant. 25 elims in the first 2 games. But then
This
CBK's
CBK
like,
could
oh,
just
yeah,
throw
we
in
see
hands."
your performance, and we're going to raise it one. We're going to take our 2nd chicken dinner of the day.
Yeah,
Am I there's a pattern developing here, Dave. Am I crazy not to pick Almost There to win match number 4?
I mean, the top. I mean, we keep seeing them, right?
Good night,
We
Mom.
keep seeing these two squads consistently finish at the top, or at least appear. I know we're only 3 games deep, but they're the only teams who really have been getting it done, baby. So if you go with almost there for game number 4, I think maybe you have been, clicking a little too many buttons in the back.
This
right
trail
there,
wasn't on my
Stevie,
bingo
because
card this year.
I'm gonna have to get somebody to like keep
This
an eye
what
on you
wasn't?
and see where your hands are. Because I don't know, man. Almost,
This
almost
the way
there.
the leaderboard is and
they
who's
can't
winning right
win
now.
game number 4, right?
Oh yeah.
Right?
Fair enough.
Right?
You know what I want to do is I want to flip these Amazon gift cards.
Oh!
So we could flip some of those. Maybe we have another one for you. I know we've had a couple so far today. Maybe if we're lucky, we can get blessed and throw one of those on screen. Hey, what do you know? Look at that. You just got to speak it into existence, and there she be. So go get your code. If you guys want to redeem that at home, the number is T84T. I'm joking. I'm not going to read the whole thing. That would be ridiculous. That's ridiculous. So anyway, enjoy the Amazon gift card. Get your loot. But for now, it's time for our 4th game. We're cruising past the halfway point, Dave. We've got our predictions in, and now it's just time to see who's going to deliver the goods. Boy, look at this plane path. Coming in, going to be driving right where I want it to. Oh, this is great. I'm excited. Let's go.
Who's got the goods here? We haven't seen any hot
Millie.
drops. We were looking at the map breakdowns. We were given like drop spots and
Hello there.
Cool, obviously that's too far away.
Hello
but
there.
even like Rosshawk.
We're back.
Hotbed,
Now,
we haven't been seeing the play
Welcome
zones.
back.
Do I have
Kind
to
of favor
restart
that.
my
So,
stream to get the
looking
chat
at
back?
this game,
My chat is
Probably.
disabled now.
Military base, so we know not so good gamers.
You would have to
It's,
restart
showing
everything.
up that late game. So for all the shade, at least
So
I've
with
been
the
doing
off and
work
back
on this. I
on.
mean, they're still in 4th place overall, so
That's
they're
crazy that this
definitely
crashed at the
working, they're
same time.
surviving, and they're just.
Well, mine didn't
Yeah,
crash,
yeah,
but my twin was leaving his room, I'm pretty sure, and just hit the power strip off button that has the router.
Yeah.
Because his room's a mess, and he didn't turn it back on. So I'm over here for like a minute, why is the Wi-Fi not coming back? So I went in there finally, and it was just like, bro, there's no way we're doing this.
So I'm curious if now
After I was doing some IRL stuff, so it was just like,
a little harder.
just a million different things at
They're
once.
searching for their one game to kind of get them kickstarted in the right direction.
This is a whole different enchilada. I'm gonna tell you that right now. I mean, when you go and you step from challengers to now the big show, the Premier Finals, it is a big wall to climb.
zone.
So, there's a lot of
Look at
factors. I think you talked about it earlier. Confidence is a big one. There's that nervousness.
No, not
All that
that.
initial nervousness has got to be gone right now. So if you're a challenger team like the 4 Sexy Frogs, the last thing you want to do is get caught out in the open, Dave.
I can't believe there's still contested in there.
Did you hear them wolves
See.
howling?
Yeah, I heard something.
Oh.
X-Force and Rich. I mean, we were just talking about
Like, get
Rich.
some
Got
kills.
some up
I like
there,
it.
popping off. Uzi's Team Seal. They had one really good game with a couple of eliminations. They're going to be locked in right now with the Sinners, PB's favorite squad of the lobby here in La Polka. So
That's not true. That's not true at all.
You got the jersey, you got the banners, you got the flags, you got it going on. I saw like the Sinners remote there for a second. But hey, 4 Sexy Frogs.
Flip it!
Pull up with a VSS.
fighting back, though.
Right to the face here, PB.
Ugh!
I like to finish there for Poncho. I hate it when players leave up these players because things like that happen, right? Where somebody rolls in 2 seconds later and you end up not even getting a point.
my
Now,
God.
Wolves, I feel like I've done it again.
Run, Drake.
They're in trouble. Down goes Doran.
Oh my
and
God.
just like that, Coops
Dude,
is the
PB
last
did
hope
this.
for Wolves,
What
and
I
I don't
thought
see
is
them winning this
PB did
game.
this, dude.
No,
That
it's
damn remote.
Controller. I know,
23.
right?
He
I would have picked Inko, like I was saying, pregame, but it is what it is. Coops is gonna try to make something happen here, though.
Take the controller by the hands, Coop. Make it happen. Oh my gosh, no way. Backing it up.
Oh, they got that.
This is tough. He's
The
done for.
flux flank is coming in.
Got him.
Got him! That's two!
Got him.
Three!
Wow.
Oh my God!
Oh.
Control that!
I was right to pick Coops.
Control that!
Let's go.
Oh my God!
That was huge.
That's
That's why
Play
he's
of
the
the-
best
play
in
of
the region, guys. This is
Play of the
crazy.
day.
One person to
Coops,
do
get
it. It's gonna be
done.
Coops.
That's the
Beautiful.
play of the day. The Amazon play of the day.
Holy Jesus.
Jeffrey would be proud.
We should, where are the codes at right there? Play of the day. We
Where's
need
the
to be putting,
codes?
like 5 codes on screen right now to that one. Holy cow.
That's a code dump. That's a
Code
code dump
dump.
right there.
Oh man, production hates us.
Give me the codes.
100
But
goals.
unfortunately, he's
on
by
the double.
himself the rest of the game.
Oh no, now I have to
Man,
go
that was
high,
a
bro.
great play by Coops.
So the bad part for them
uh,
too is that's
very
the
exciting
team
to
that
watch. He gets
Three,
it
one to
done.
one.
this is the map that's
Hey,
gonna be played the
460
most.
Frogs, welcome
So
to
they're just
Premier, huh?
gonna
Am I
have to
right?
fight them
Yeah.
half the
Yeah.
games every day.
Sheesh.
Or give up the
He was like,
spot
he was
because this team
put them in their spot,
clearly just
you know?
not gonna give it
The
up.
3v1 was
They-
sexy.
Well,
I'll tell you that
Wolves
right now.
like
You
they
can't
qualify to Americas
offer
no matter what, but obviously they want to play for the
1v1s.
20,000,
And
of
that's what
course.
happened.
You can't do it.
And that's
Yeah.
exactly what happened.
Make
right
some
there.
money.
The flank was good, but you got to have that timing down, you know? Do it all at the same time.
Yeah, they were mistimed only by about a second and a half. Had they been
Yep.
just a little earlier on the push, Coops would
Yep.
have had no choice.
All right, who's
On
dead
the
on
flux
X Force
flank,
and
you
why we
called
have
it.
two? What's
On
going
that
on?
flux
The flux
flank, when Flux was doing that flank, that was the moment for the other two squad mates to also get that cover fire going and flush Coops out from behind that little crate. But like you said, Hot Juice, they just the timing, the 1v1s one after another, and Coops with the laser, the laser focus right there, nothing but headshots, so he got it done. But getting back this fight, Sinners, I mean, holy cow, my blood's still going from the Coops 1v3. I mean,
Right?
you don't see that every day.
Same.
You know,
I want to start
This
a
isn't the
petition
Popka,
to-
guys.
I want Flux to
Gotta
play
show
for
some
Zero
support, some
Fox.
TFG
Giving.
in the
I want
chat.
Flux flanks for Zero Fox. Well, that's what I want. All right, here we go. Scarface.
I'd love to cast that. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah,
What
right?
did he say?
You're gonna Freudian slip there somehow, but
Zero
Where?
here's
Flux Gaming.
Bular coming in. This guy has been one of the factors for Sinners. Like if he's going, then
Someone's
the
gonna
team's
slip up
going. So we'll see
eventually.
if he can get things
It'll be
moving here for
hilarious.
Sinners. They can build some momentum. It's going to be a DBS fight
Is that
though
why you
on
named
the
it
lower
that?
floor right now. Goku going up against
Hoping they would
Bular.
flip
He's got some support. The homeboy from the other
Thank
side
you.
is coming in. Scarface on the push, but from across the street.
Casters.
Oh,
my
now
God.
things are falling
Yeah.
apart now for Sinners.
This is a lesson they need to learn. Honestly, both these teams. Nothing makes me let my blood boil than watching a fight like this, to be honest. It's just such a bad fight for both teams. It worked out for CL.
Okay,
because they
Chad,
didn't
I
lose a
think
player
we're back
at
now.
all,
I have the
but they're
chat up.
definitely
What
gonna be
happened?
behind when
So
it
my
comes to
twin
that
hit the
rotation
fucking
timing.
power strip.
Like
I
it's these
think
kind of fights
or
that
the
just
power
put
strip
you in a
tripped.
really bad spot, regardless. But fortunately for
from
Seal,
just like
they
the
didn't lose
outlet
anybody in
like
the
being
process.
overdone.
40 limbs.
So I had to like go
See how
in,
long it
turn
lasts,
on the
though?
strip
Yeah,
again,
just
wait
4
for the
lanes
internet
is
to
not
come
enough
back.
to win first place.
And the
Oh, like
thing
a people
is,
would do
sort
it.
of-
Missed the cleric content on AOD. The problem is was like I did like the content like program form, and I was one of like the main people, you know, streaming the game before Fade and HH and all those people like really were grinding it, and they just like egoed me, and they're like, oh, but you could reapply, and I'm like, well, I'm not gonna reapply until you guys feel like having me, you know, like doing stuff for your game. And then they did like the name change, and the balancing was really just like it really kind of just stayed at that
What do you think about Pochinki?
it stayed at that like wizard barbarian meta.
Love it.
And
Love it.
barbarian was
Used to be the
just so
hottest town
like
in,
jeez,
in
and
all
I
of
didn't want to like
Mobile.
I like 3-stack, but I never had a 3-stack myself to play because there wasn't enough like NA players,
So I mean,
you know.
back in the day when we first
How did
started
Wolves
this
already
whole
qualify? They're
competitive team,
technically a
was the
partnered
best
North
spot in town
American
because,
team. So they
you
could
know,
have just not even played this
placement
tournament and
points
qualified
were
to
so
Americas. We
useless,
have
right?
3
There used to
total
be, like,
partner
20 or
teams. The
30
first
at
one
one
is
point.
Wolves. The
So
second one
many
is
of the most
Inco
central
Gaming,
part of
and the
map was
third is
super
X-Force.
beneficial, but
So
since eliminations were
for
so
us to
heavy
have
now,
our
it's just all about
5
finding that late game
PMSL
finish.
America
So,
slots, 3 of them are
Cheeky,
confirmed
decent spot, I think.
each
currently in the
tournament
meta,
before this Titan series
but
gets played.
not what
The
it once was,
last
for
2
sure.
go to
No
the
longer
2
stinky.
teams. So let's say the tournament was to end right now.
You know, I can't
used
wait
to
to
be
bring
Wolves,
back you.
X-Force,
I wish it
Inco,
was
they
just
all
a second.
qualify. Right.
There's
They
a
all
couple
make
of
it.
teams in the middle.
The
that,
two
Oh my god, they need to not
non-partnered
rotating early. You can
move
see
forward,
Wolves there
and then
here.
they're chilling for the
You can
most
see
part.
CBK here. And entities, we saw a really good rotation.
They'd be chilling.
Zone. We'll
I
see
wanted
where it
them to
goes,
show the
but
scores because I
almost
think it was
there,
almost
just on
there.
point. They rotated
And
a
like
minute ago to grab
CBK.
that position center zone. It's gonna pay off.
Holy,
That's a good
another
game to
zone
talk
shift,
about.
man.
They're in a great spot as well, and I wish Coops had
X-Force
some teammates,
cooking, though.
man, because
Right?
he's
Or they
in a
should be.
good
We're
spot
down a
also.
player.
Still looking for some place to
How did we
hold up
lose, though?
for the remainder.
Boots did his job.
We traded with
He's-
Rich,
He's good to
2 for
clock
1.
out here for this game. I mean, he's just gonna survive.
Rangers and fighters are crazy this season. Now I loved Ranger on PC, but the flight time was so short on mobile.
Rich just said,
While Wizard was able to just ego you from across the way, like Ranger was supposed to be, Ranger and Rogue are supposed to be the counters to Wizard, while Wizard was the counter to, you know, like Fighter and stuff like that.
Like,
they're
get-
looking to
go home.
possibly,
This is no longer worth it.
gatekeep, right?
Skadoodle.
Gatekeep. But the thing is,
Hey, get 'em off the
they
screen,
wanna
man.
kinda be
Yeah,
not in the
like,
blue zone,
dude.
right?
Let
You
'em do
wanna
their
be able to
thing.
play zone and
Yes.
kinda follow the zone as it closes in and anticipate your opponent's
Bro, he's
play
out there like a
moves here.
shark,
So
like
they
fucking
are
patrolling back and forth.
Now the game, like,
desperate for points.
you know, I'm not gonna bash it. I think the game is still probably good, and it probably has a lot of quality of life improvements, but they almost went a little bit backwards from the beta to that. Like, they had that PvE, like, solo mode, like, you didn't lose your gear, like, you'd get buffs out of it. And they removed that. Now they probably have added it back in, but
Terrible play, at least in my
Nothing I can do
opinion. It's a
about it.
hard
Just
one
a little
because you put
unfortunate.
yourself so far behind, and again,
Well,
you're
no matter
hunting
what
for
zone
maybe
you
4
first
eliminations.
zone, and
I
don't
think
know why- I thought
at
my
this
health was
level,
ticking faster than everybody
if you
else.
want to win, it's all about
I suffer from
reducing
that.
as many coin flips as possible as an IGL, right? So let's just say best case scenario, they do the gatekeep, they win the fight.
Disconnected.
At that point,
LT
rotating into the next
now I don't
round
know
is
if
a
anyone from
100%
before
coin
still
flip.
plays. It might all
Right,
just
you
be,
get
you know,
lucky.
like the
Maybe
the
you
guys
catch
that
a
really
third
enjoy
party
the
and
game
you're
still,
able to
like
get
you,
no
and then
position
like
in
the
zone,
Chinese gold
but you're going
farmers.
in with 0 info,
But like
0
even that,
intel
like the Chinese
on your
gold
back
farmers,
foot,
I know
so,
H got banned because he
it's a
started
tough
just
one.
like
It's a tough one.
he started getting
Hopefully,
grief
you
so
know,
much he
they,
started just teaming
they're able
himself,
to
and then
realize
like
that in the VODs.
Oh, Doc's
Here,
first
PB. What do you
year.
think?
then all this it's like, you know,
I
you're
think
doing the
the
thing,
Dauntless
you
just got themselves
you
a nice
became the
spot
thing,
in
you
zone.
sort of
They
destroy
actually made, north of the bridge.
Yeah, it's a
They
great
got themselves
spot.
a